WETS.
Hello, welcome to another episode of WETS, and I am freezing. So this week we had an Antarctic vortex come up from Antarctica, and it's chilled the place down quite a bit. But I'm braving the cold so that you can see the t-shirt that I'm wearing. Could just wear a jumper, however most of the jumpers I have, I kind of want to save them for bonus features later anyway. They've got some pretty cool stuff on them, and I don't want to give that away. So I had to brave the cold without a jumper. I don't know if you can see that, some nice goosebumps. It's hair-raising stuff. But onto the shirt. In my very first WETS video, I was wearing that bootlegged Blood Sugar Sex Magik t-shirt, and I did mention that I wore it to the first Chili Peppers concert. This shirt is from that. So Chili Peppers, they were touring the world. Well, this was the Australasia leg of their tour, and it was the Stadium Arcadium tour in support of the album that had come out in 2006. I had been a massive Chili Peppers fan for ages, and it was just awesome to be able to finally see them live. It was a killer set. If you go to setlist.fm, which I probably should have done this for a few other videos, pretty much it's like, I guess, Wikipedia for concert set lists. So any concert you've been to, type it in, the set list is probably going to be there. So you can see all the songs. If there were some songs that you didn't know and you're like, oh, what was that? You can check it out and see what's there. It's cool seeing all the stats for different concerts, different bands, different songs, etc. Put a link somewhere there, maybe. And so this shirt was actually the second shirt I got at that concert. So I walked in, first thing I do whenever I go to a concert, straight to the merch stand. But I bought a different shirt. This one was on the way out, and I thought, I'm going to get another shirt. So I got this one. On the front, it's more or less the cover artwork for the Stadium Arcadium album, but you can see it has been altered slightly. So it's got a little bit of a border around the sides and the top, but then at the bottom, that's sort of galaxy effect kind of thing that they've got going on, just sort of fades out into the shirt. And there's also a line going through Jupiter that sort of starts outside the border on this side and finishes outside the border on this side here. I don't know what it is, but I like to think of it as an orbit trajectory. The artwork itself is pretty cool. So obviously it says Red Hot Chili Peppers Stadium Arcadium, and like I said before, that kind of galaxy effect, which I assume is a Milky Way galaxy, but it was probably just some random graphic made to look like any old galaxy. But you can see there's two planets, Jupiter and Mars, which were the names of the two discs from that album. And it's cool that they've sort of whacked the album art onto a shirt, but you know, instead of just this square picture, here's the album, they've kind of blended it into the shirt and altered it slightly to make it a bit more interesting. There is more stuff on the back. So let's flip around. And we have tour dates, which is cool. I've mentioned before, I love tour dates. So yeah, you can see their tour across New Zealand, Australia, and Japan. I went on the April 13th date, and what I think is kind of cool, a lot of galaxies tend to have this sort of spiral effect. And so I guess the dates are kind of following that spiral a bit-ish. And one other cool thing about the back artwork is if you look closely, it's a little hard to tell at first, but the Chili Peppers asterisk logo is actually right in the middle there. It's just sort of faded into the galaxy, and then of course the dates printed on top cover most of it. But if you look hard enough, it is there. And then of course right down the bottom, nice and big, also says 2007. And there you have it, my first ever concert shirt, and surprisingly it's not really falling apart. It's well worn, definitely. I think there's actually a hole somewhere. Maybe not, I think that's the other one. And here's one thing that I've never said before in a video. If you do enjoy watching these, if you like them, if you think they're cool, then you can actually like the video. Whether you're watching it on Facebook, give it a Facebook like, or if you're watching it on YouTube, give it a YouTube like. And if you think someone may be interested in it, you can share it with them. Again, whether you're on Facebook, hit the Facebook share. Or if you're on YouTube, hit the YouTube share. Of course, if you're watching it on the blog, I believe I've set up ways for you to like and share it, but you know, there's a URL at the top, Control C, Control V, everyone's happy. Point is, I'm trying to promote myself. Do me a favor, like, share, and if you're really keen on these videos, even subscribe to my channel. I recently launched the hands-on series as well. So if you're subscribed, you're going to get these and you're going to get those. So do it.